Yay, I'm the right way up now. Sorry, everybody. Hi, Vicky. Sorry, I realised my camera was on. Right, if I switch myself on to... Hi, Georgine. Can somebody let me know if sound and vision is good? Please. I don't think too many had joined me. Hi, Anne. Hi, Jackie. Hi again, Anna. Sorry about that. I didn't realise that I hadn't tipped my phone on the side. All good. Fantastic. How is everybody? We've had... Sorry, I've got a sweet in my mouth. Sound and vision is great. Brilliant. Hi, Carol. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Andreen. Yeah, the weather here has been dreadful today. And it's been absolutely chucking it down. Fortunately, it wasn't dog walk day for me. So I didn't get... Well, I did get wet, keep going in and out of the car, but... poor old dog came back drenched. Hi, Jean. Hi, Wendy. Annette. Oh, thank you, Susan. I really missed it. It seems like longer than 2 Tuesdays that I've missed. Unfortunately, with having a caravan, it is going to happen a little bit. Hi, Linda. It was a great meet-up, wasn't it? We had our Peterborough Crafty meet-up, and I met with Linda, Karen and Sue. And I know you've all had your crafty meetups in... Oh, hi, Sue. Excuse me. In your areas. If you haven't joined one and you want to, let me know. I know Georgine's already had one. Emma's already had one. Jean, you had yours, didn't you? With, I want to say, Jackie. Janet. Aww. Hope he gets better. Nearly flooded. Wow. Wow. Hi, Sue. Yeah, I've been dashing here, there and everywhere. It's not raining here at the minute. The skies are a bit black. Hi, Julie. Hi, Doreen. You've had one, Wendy. Yeah. Another one next week. Oh, that's the Sleaford one, isn't it? I think I might be popping along to see you at the Sleaford one. As far as I know, my calendar is clear. I have put it in there, so I don't know. Jackie. Yeah, I thought it was Jackie. Are you arranging another one, Jean? Right, I'm going to take my sweet out my mouth, so I'm not busy sucking on it. You've got one next week too, Doreen. Where's... I can't remember which one yours is, Doreen. Oh, I think it's the... it's Emma's, isn't it? 11th of June is the day that I go on holiday. I'm going to Cornwall for 2 weeks. So you won't see me. Let me get my calendar. Oops, knocking everything flying. So I won't be here the 10th, 17th or 24th. Sorry, you're going to miss me for 3 weeks because I'll be away. So during the winter you can have me to yourselves on a Tuesday evening. Hurricane type winds. Wow. I've tried to put out there somebody doing one Nottingham way, but I haven't had anybody come back to me. Somerset, Wiltshire, 26th of June. Oh, right, so you've all got them coming up. I'll try and get on top of it again and get them all listed and see if we can get some more people to join you. I know our meet-up was lovely. Really enjoyed it. Oh, Doreen's with you, is she, Georgine? Brilliant. Yes, yeah, I remember now. Sorting all of them out and... oh, Sharon, I forgot to send you those pictures, didn't I? Heads all over the place. As you can see, the new stamps, aren't they just lovely? Has anybody got theirs yet? Hi, Catherine. Me, my sounds. Is that any better? Marie? Bonjour, Elaine. Whereabouts are you in France? What's the weather like with you? Can you hear me any better, Marie? You got yours, have you, Wendy? Have you been playing? I know I've seen some pictures from some people, but I can't remember who. My head's just not with it. And I'm doing a fill on you tonight. I've got my pyjamas on. You got yours, Georgine? Yes, I've seen some. What, it's not any better? My sound is turned right up. Marie. Oh, no, Emma. Hot. Very hot. Susan. Nimizan. Yeah, I've turned it up a little bit, so to some of you I may be shouting a bit, but tell me to keep quiet. Not played with them yet. No, yeah, I know a few people have got them but haven't started playing yet. So, let's get going, shall we? This is a mix-up between 2 of the cards that I made. I made one, they were 2 alternative ones. I made some plant pots, which I got the idea from Georgine. I did ask first. So I've got some plant pots. This is my, I've got messages. This is my sketch. That's what we're doing. There you go. Game over. My suggestion is to get pieces of copy paper, Sandra, and have a go, because you can do lots of lovely pattern building. You can make crosses, you can make squares, you can make them fit any shape at all. So my suggestion would be practice on a piece of paper. That's what I did with this. Where's my piece of paper? So this is the piece of paper that I've used. Make sure you can see that. And that's where I started practicing with. These are these corner stamps. Oh, falling apart. These corner stamps. And I realised that they made a tree. So you could decorate it with baubles and put a base on it, and you've got a Christmas tree for a Christmas card. But I didn't make it into a Christmas card. But these are the corners, the 2 big ones and then 3 little ones. So this is what I'm going to show you today. This is just a rough sketch of what I wanted to do. So let's get going. Yes, thank you, Georgine. It was a brilliant idea. When I saw, that reminds me, I just need one more ink pad out. I am really doing a fill, aren't I? What do I want? Vintage photo. Vintage photo. There we go. Vintage photo. So I want that, and I also want my vintage photo dauber. Which one's that? Spiced marmalade. No. Spiced marmalade, vintage photo. Catch up, have a good one. Hi Fran, does that mean you're just joining us and popping off? Oh, it was one of the straight ones, was it? Yeah, brilliant idea, wasn't it, Jane? Right, so starting with a base which measures 21 by 21, and this I make out of one piece that's 21 by 21 and the other piece that is 21 by 22.5. Score at 1.5 centimetres along the long side, make a hinge and glue it together. Oh, is she? Oh, brilliant, Elaine. It's a brilliant idea, Catherine. I look on Pinterest all the time. Sometimes you can just see a little bit of a card and you think, oh, I wonder if that can be done. Okay, one side wonky, got a new platform on order. We'll see if that sorts it. A platform you really need. If you're going to be doing the borders around the outside, Sandra, you really need a stamping platform. But I found an easier way to do it than how Phil shows you. So we'll get to that in a minute. So the base card, 21 by 21 centimetres. Have you got that, Emma? Right, next piece is 20 by 20, and this is the forest green card. I'll put that over there. Drop it on the floor. Right, so this is 20 centimetres by 20 centimetres, and this is just going to leave a small border around the outside, and this is going to be glued flat to the card. So let's get that on there now and get that out the way. I just topped my glue up before we started and made sure it was working, so hopefully it won't let me down. There we go. Press to impress. Which one's mine? Mine's gone a bit crazy. So there we've got the first layer. Oh, it is Jean. I think this is the same one as Phil's got, isn't it? The Stamp Perfect. I don't think they do this one anymore. But as you can see, my lid has gone crazy. So when I try, and you can probably see it a little bit more if I open it up. See there, look. It's gone all crazy, so I can't see sometimes to line it up. But I know somebody was saying the other day, was it a Sizzix one somebody was talking about? Brilliant, Emma. I think it was a Sizzix one somebody was talking about on the live last night. Right, next piece. 19 by 19, and this is a piece of ice white. Now, I wasn't sure whether to do a background or not, but I think I will, because I think otherwise it's just going to look a little bit bland in the background. So, Hamptonite, you can get the size on the sub rope. What's that, Emma? You can get that size on Temu. So I'm using some wilted violet, but I'm going to add quite a bit of water to it, as I don't want it too vivid. So I'm using my plastic bag trick. Not sure whether that's going to be too bold. Let's just add a little bit more water to it. I think I might have to change the colour. Yeah, that's too dark. Too dark. I'll probably do shaded lilac and not much water, because I don't think what I'm putting on there is going to stand out very well. No, too dark. Too dark. Right, so wilted violet away and shaded lilac out. Shaded lilac is already out. Where is it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, lost it. Where's it gone? Who stole it? Who has stolen? Right. Shaded lilac. Oh, no, there it is. Got it. So, turn the card over and we'll do some shaded lilac. That's why card has two sides. So, not much. Scrunch your paper up. Hi, Chrissy. I know the feeling, Chrissy. That's better. And we'll leave that to one side to dry. So all I'm using for this is a piece of plastic bag and my craft sheet, and that was shaded lilac. Right, what's next? Let's move that to one side. We've put the card to one side to dry. It's not going to be very long before that's dry. Tell you what, we're going to do some stamping because it's virtually there. Right, so let's move magnets out the way. I feel as though you're all here with me. And we're going to do some corners. So we have a choice. These corners we're going to be using for the tree. So I think if we use the other corners, then we're showing them both, aren't we? So if I think I'll use the small corners. So all I do with this to position it, or I will when I find my piece of acetate, is, you know I use my piece of acetate anyway. So are we still in shot? So I put it on my piece of acetate and I put it in position, and you know when you've got it in position that you just hold it there, because you've all used it before, haven't you, to position your sentiments. That's if I didn't do it so that it catches the hinge. And you can shape it as well. So if you don't like the shape that it's in, you can move it and reshape it. So if you wanted them closer together, you can do that. Mine have been used that much. So once you've positioned it with your piece of acetate, then you can shut the lid down and pick it up. Whereas when you're moving it about with your fingers, especially the little squiggles and everything, they're so tiny that they stick to you. So you can do the same with those as well. Now, I think as we've done green as the background, yes, Marie, when am I on my holes? I go on the 11th of June, Jane. So as I've used the, what did I say this was called? Forest Green. I'm going to use Rainforest Versifying Clair because I think that goes quite nicely with it. So let's ink up the corner. And the beauty of the stamping platform is that if it's not right first time, you can go back in again and re-ink it and have another go. And then next corner, right into the corner. You don't have to reposition. I'm going to move that piece of paper out the way. Oh, look what I've done. I've smudged it. Oh, no. Oh, well, we'll have to cover that up with something, won't we? Do you ever feel that it's just one of those days? The Versifying Clairs are so much juicier, especially the coloured ones. We use our blacks all the time, but the different coloured ones probably don't get as much use. Yeah, I can see that's really juicy, so I'll have to be careful. No more smudges. But we can easily cover smudges up, can't we? At least if you're just doing one corner at a time, then you only need to concentrate on one piece. Once you get used to using your stamps a bit more and your platform a bit more, then you can go more advanced. Cover it with a butterfly. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Every day, oh bless you, Emma. Well, today I got to my mum's to go and do a medication for her. I got a phone call from my husband saying, have you remembered we've got a meeting? Oh, so I had to rush and do a medication, rush and come home. Ended up with a bad head. But I'm still here. Still here. Got everything done. So then you can remove that stamp. And if you want to put pieces in between, you can. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see how busy it looks before I add any side pieces. Oh, Vicky, bless you. So we're just going to go with the four corners at the moment, because I think if you put too much in, when you start adding down the bottom, it can become very busy. So I won't stick this onto the card, but you can see that we've nicely brought the colour from the outside into the corners. We'll have to think about what we're going to put over that. Probably, oh, I don't know. We'll sort something. So the next thing is the plant pots, and this is the idea that I got from Georgine. So we start with 3 circles, and these have been cut from the debossed double stitched circle dies, and these are the A4 ones, and you can see here the ones that I've used are the ones that are turned over. So it's like 1, 2, 3 and 4 from the middle. Not the 2 tiny ones, but the next one. So we've got 1 of those and 2 of those. And we're going to make these into the plant pots. So, how do you do that? I hear you ask. Oh, I know Georgine doesn't because she's already done it. So I've done some pre-prep because you want a line at the top and then next to that you want a little line at the bottom because the top of a pot is wider than the bottom. So all I did was I took, you can see I've drawn on this already, I took a pencil and drew a line and then drew an adjacent line at the bottom. So, where's my scissors? You totally missed all this. What's that? So, then you cut those pieces off. Is this how you did yours, Georgine? So you can see there that you've got a pot. Does it look like a pot? And I've done the same with the smaller one. Drawn a line at the top and then adjacent to that, I've done another one. I'm just going to make that a little bit, that's better. And then, because the other one's the same shape, I'll put it up against it, cut that off, and cut that off. So we've got three pots. Now what I'm going to do now is just put some interest on it. So we're going to score some lines. So we want the lines to be raised on the right side. So you need to score on the wrong side. Does that make sense? So I think we'll do 1, 2, 3. So this is scoring at every ½ centimetre, and you can see there, can you see the, yeah, you can see the scored lines, can't you? So we're going to do the same on the others. So put it down, face down, and score 1, 2, 3. I know, it's awful, isn't it, Chrissy? Who would want to do it? People were celebrating, weren't they? So 1, 2, 3. I mean, you could do lines the other way as well if you wanted, but normally on a pot you get ridges at the top, don't you? I'm going to just do one at the top there a bit more. That's better. Right, so that away. And with this now, I'm going to add some vintage photo round the outside. So let's move that. Vintage photo, Distress Oxide. Oh no, Jackie, that must have been awful. So I'm just using a finger dauber, and all I'm going to do is go round the outside of it, because they said there was about 30 people. If you're going to use it as a wee pot, make sure there's no drainage holes. Yeah, I heard there was about 30 people were hospitalised through it. Must have been awful, absolutely awful. You're out celebrating and the next minute you're in hospital. So you can see there that it just gives it a bit of shape, doesn't it? So we'll Do the same on the others. You could do the plant pots any size you like. I just thought the new rust card made it look like terracotta. You could stencil onto card and make it look like you've got 4 of them were children. Wow. And 11 still in hospital. I came up to sort out the live. It was just on television as I came upstairs, so I hadn't had the latest update. Have they said the meaning behind it yet? Why he did it? Because they were talking terrorists, weren't they? Crikey, Catherine. Awful. So we've got the 3 pots now. And what I'm going to do is, what did I decide I was going to do? I was going to have that one flat and these 2 raised. So, just put sticky pads on the back of them. So when we get the card on here, we're going to have this one flat. I don't think I'm going to put any lines round it. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. So I'm going to have the 2 overlapping like that. So when we've worked out where it's going to be, I'll just make a little pencil mark as the top of it, and the top of that, and the top of that, because we need to know where we're putting our stems in, so we can see those. Right, to start off with, I'm going to do the first one. I know they were saying that the police were having to drag people off the car. Christ knows what would happen if... So what shall I do with that bit there? We'll find something. Yeah, dragging them off the people. The people were dragging off the driver. Right, so I'm not going to use a stamping platform for this, because I think it's a bit more manoeuvrable if I do it. Oh, I hope they do more than throw him in jail. Right, so let us get... So for this one, which is the Nouveau Flourish, you've got 2 sizes, 2 of the big ones and 2 of the small ones. We're going to start with the big one first. Place it onto the block, and we're going to use the Rainforest Versafine Clair. So let's ink that up. And we know where it's going to go in the middle. So that's the top of the pot. Then we'll need a bit of a stalk. So it'll go in like this. And as I'm using an acrylic block, yeah, of course they are, Chrissy. They'll give them a smack on the back of the hand and then send them off with a warning. It should be the death penalty. Attempted murder. Wow. Are you sure it does? It does notice here. Okay, Elaine, enjoy the rest of your holiday. Right, so we've got the start of the tree. So if you see the point at the top there, let me just get the... We are going to place, looks like crab's claws over the, can you see that there? That's how we're going to put them together. So I'm going to move that large one, and I'm going to wipe my fingers because I've just got some green on it. And we're going to use one of the smaller corners. I'm trying to keep up with what you're all saying. So next we're going to go to the smaller one. And like I said, sorry, I'm right over the microphone, so I'll try not to shout. Going to line that up. Yeah, awful. Yeah, that's what they plead, isn't it, Jean? So you can see, if I bring that up here, you can see where one and the claw pieces here just go onto the circle. So that's how you're matching each layer up. Let me just grab a drink. Got a frog. Who invited him? So we'll ink that up again, and I think we'll do 3. So line that up again. Yeah. They are. It's because they've got no room in the jails, isn't it? They give them lenient sentences and then just let them out. So lining up again. And obviously if it was a Christmas tree, you could put a star on the top. Was he drugged up then? There we go. So that's the start of the tree. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the straight pieces. So where's the top? The top's there. So if I do that one, it's going to be longer than we need. And if you just put one end down and then drop it, it'll drop in a straight line. Whereas if you try and position it, it goes wonky. So if you just put one end down and then, oops, it stuck to my finger, and then drop it, it'll drop in a straight line. Okay? Top tip. I think it made it worse, Sandra. So this is Versifying Claire Acorn. Oh, empty cells. I thought they were letting them out because they'd got no space. So all we're going to do is put that in the middle of the claws. Let me stand up, make sure I get this straight. I keep calling them claws, but you know what I mean, don't you? They do look like claws to me. So these bit here look like crabs. You can't see me, can you? These pieces here look like crab's claws. Do you not think? So that's where, you know where the top of your plant pot's going to go. And you just put that in the top there, in between his claws. So we're going to wipe this one and put that one away. Then I think we can we? Do you think we can? I think we can put the pot on there now. Yeah, we can. And I'm putting this one flat. Spider legs. Oh, don't mention spiders around some people. I don't mind them, but... so this is just adding PVA glue onto the back of it. Where's my tweezers? Can't do without my tweezers. And just going to change the height slightly. So if you want to Where's it gone? Just make sure there's no... If you want to hold things down, just put your acrylic block. Yeah, I know. Oh, crab is lovely. So just holding that down whilst that dries, and then we can go with the other two. And I think what we'll do is we'll go with the wiggly bits from the other one, and I'm going to go from there. And how tall are we going to go for this one? No, I think we'll stamp the flower first. So they're going to go at the side there, like that. But what we're going to do is make a flower from these pieces. I didn't think I'd let you sit all the way through and watch me doing these. So I did those, and then we're going to stamp on there. So this is using this set again, and we're using the little feather. Oh, you can tell how much I've used it because it's lost its stick. Let me give it a little bit of a wipe so that it sticks. There we go. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I haven't got my gems out. So I'm going to use my block again. And we'll use that one. And this time, see, I'm getting all the VersaFine clairs out tonight. Strawberry. And that's what these have been stamped into. So I've just put these onto a piece of white card, stamped it with the VersaFine clair strawberry, and I've just cut it out with a little white line. So we're going to do a base layer of the flowers, and all I'm going to do with this is to stamp it off. You can just see me, can't you? So I'm going to stamp it off. So we're going to have second generation, and I think we'll go there. And we're going to do a 5-petaled flower. It is marvellous, isn't it, Jean? So remember, when you're doing second generation, remind yourself, second generation. And we're going to have the point at the same place in the middle, and you're just turning it round. Doesn't matter if it doesn't stamp completely, because we're going to put the second layer on, stamp it off. You should know me by now. I love to find alternative uses for stamps. So all we really want is a shadow in the background. Stamp it off. Got to get 2 more in, so 1 and another 1. Stamp it off. And all that means with second generation, I've got to do it again because it didn't come off properly. All I mean by second generation is stamp it in the ink pad, stamp it off on a piece of paper, and then put it down onto your card or paper. And that just means you get a lighter shade of the colour that you're stamping with. So there you go. That's first generation, and that's second generation. So what we're going to do now is we'll wipe that stamp. Red is the worst colour, isn't it? Seems to go everywhere. Red does. I know if I'm taking red nail varnish off, it takes an age to come off and really stains your nails. Right, wiping that. That's that, that's that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the stem in, but I'm going to use the wiggly line. So which one did we say was going to fit? So the top of it, I want one just a little bit longer than that. So I think we'll use that one. And the same goes with this. If you just hold the end and drop it, it goes in a straight line. So we'll use Rainforest. Are you keeping up? Are you taking notes? So which way round shall I do it? I'll do it this way. Oh, going off the bottom of the screen, trying to see properly. So there we go. So we've got the stem in place there. And I will wipe the stamp and put that one back. And for this one, what was I going to use for the petals? Oh, I know. As we've used the single feather for the flowers, I'm going to use the green and do the petals. So you can join that onto the stem. We'll go that way. So there we've got the start of our flower. And then we're going to do the next flower before we stick everything on. So the next flower we're doing is one that I've cut out. And I've cut this using the bigger one is Purple Passion, and the lavender is Lavender Meadow, and the 4-petaled one was cut from Perfect Petals, and it's that one, and the other 2 were cut from Lacy Tips. So those are the ones that I've used there. And all we're going to do with these is shape them up like we normally shape them up and put them on. So find my ball tool, which is, where's it gone? So just rub on the back, make the petals curl. Oh, thanks, Jean. I can spend hours just playing with stamps to see what I can make out of them. Sometimes I think they're so far-fetched that nobody else would understand them unless they were in my head. Or if I have to do instructions for them, it's like, I can't even think how to explain that. But I didn't think this one was too bad. I think this one's quite achievable, isn't it? Right, so we will put some glue in the middle of that and put these together. So glue in the middle there. Where's my tweezers? Glue in the middle there, hold it down. Glue in the middle there. And put the purple one in the middle. And there's the next one of our flowers. So once we see where we're going to position that, so I think that wants to go a little bit lower. Yeah, so the tip of it is going to go, where's my pencil? Tip of it is going to go about there. So then we can do the stem for this one. And I think for this one, I think we'll still use the wiggly one. The one from the Elegant Scrolls. And we only need a shorter one this time. So if we use that one, and again, put it down and just drop it. And it will lay straight. Excuse me. Whereas if you try and position it, it will bend it. I think you get so much more for your money if you try and make different things out of them. And it's like, when is a stamp not a stamp? Right, so I'm going to wipe that one. And for this one, shh, don't say anything. I told the ladies at the weekend, but one of the 4 stamps, the one with 4 twirls on, I cut it in half. Shh, don't tell anybody. There is another 4 on there, so I knew that I wasn't going to miss out. And I'm going to stamp this one in brown as well. So where's the, that's going to go there, so I'm going to put petals either side like this. I can't wait to see you all having a go at this one. I know Em will, or at least I hope Em will. So that's the stem for that one. So we've got that one going up there, that one going on there, that flower going on the top there, and then we've got to finish this one off. So I think we can actually stick this now onto the card base. What time is it? Oh, 5 to 8. Doesn't time fly? Oh, I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to use my ruler, and where you, I don't know whether you can, whether I can get you to see, you know when a ruler has a beveled edge down one side, turn it over so that beveled edge then will leave a gap underneath. Does that make sense? And then I'm going to use a Sharpie pen and I'm going to do a faux matten layer. Some of you may not want to do this, and you may want to edge it with a coloured ink, but you can see it just gives a really fine line around the outside. So again, round the other side. You've just got to remember not to drag your ruler over your card, because otherwise it will smudge the ink. So again, ruler down on the card, drag your Sharpie or Pro Marker or anything along there. My Sharpie is just about running out, so I didn't get them. I looked, I use my corners all the time, but wasn't sure about them. Oh, they're really good, Vicky. So all you need to do then is remember to wipe the edge of your ruler, because otherwise when you use that next you'll transfer the ink. So let's put that over there, and you can see it's just given a nice edge and sort of enclosed. Now if I was doing this not on a live, I'd get my foam pads out, but as we're on a live, I'm just going to put it flat, because we're going to have some depth on the card anyway. So pretty background, isn't it? Just a pity it didn't fit with what we were doing. Gone off the edge there. Right, so make sure we have it the right way. Make sure we have this the right way. And I'm going to stand up and put that down. Turn it over, give it a rub. Oh, can anybody do shoulder massages? I would love a shoulder massage. So there we go. Right, so we can put the pots on. There's my tweezers. So the pots are just going to go level with the bottom there. I want to be level with the bottom and in the middle of the pot. So level with the bottom of the pot and the plant in the middle of the pot. We can stick this flower on. Let's put some glue. I'm not putting glue gel, so do we think it's better like that or like that? Pointy side down or square side? What do we think? Pointy side like that or square? I'll let you come back to me and let me know. So we're going to put a blob of glue in the middle of this flower, and we're going to add these ones. Oh, I know what I was going to, oops, I know what I was going to do. Pointy. You like pointy, do you? I'm just going to add a little bit of what am I going to add? What am I going to add? A little bit of, so 1, 2, 3. Just going to make it so that it's raised up on the tip. So 1, 2, and then we'll stick the point flat. Just need one more. Where have they gone? Oh, chucked them on the floor. What did I do that for? Right, so let's get this last one on. You can see that I've reused some cards that I've used for stamping something else. What are we saying? Pointy, square, 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 pointed. Oh, I think, oh, pointy, pointy, square. Oh no. What are we gonna do? I can't think which way would look better. So we've got a blob of glue in the middle. So we've got that down there. And more fingers and thumbs tonight. So the next one, glue in the middle. Probably going to have to put some more glue on there now. Whee! Yeah, somebody ought to put Bill and Ben in one of them. And there. Need to probably hold the point down for a little while for it to stick. Oh, I've just gone over time. You're all right, aren't you, peoples? It won't be too much longer. I've just got to finish doing these flowers. We do the sentiment. Probably do a butterfly, so it'll probably be about 10 more minutes. So, there's that flower. Is that stuck? No. Hold that down. Slug-a-lug. Now then, now that that flower's in position, I think it looks better square. Sorry, all those people that said pointy. So all we need to do are the gems. And what colour do we think we need? Let's have a look what I've got. Well, I know I've got red. Sorry if I'm clattering. I know I've got red gems, so we can have a red gem in the middle of that one. And I think I've got like a lavender colour in the pearls, so that can go in that colour. That's that. Oh, knocking my iPad. So that's that decision made. So one of these. Now then, I think we need a big one in there. Yep, so these ones are Dusky Heather. And these ones are Poppy Red. So we'll have a big one in there. It's really effective, isn't it? You could make all sorts. I was just playing on a piece of paper and thought, oh, I wonder what that'll look like. So let's put a piece of glue in the middle there. You can add your glitters if you want your glitters. This could be male or female card. I don't think there's any discrimination with the colours, is there? It's just for a gardener, I would have said. And these just sprang out to me that they were leaves and these were like a tree. I think that could do with another one there, don't you? Shall we see if we can try? Do you think we'll ruin it? I think it needs to be a different height. Are we going to be able to do it? Make sure it's stuck on. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can. You watch me. It'll completely mess it up now. Shh. Here we go. Here we go. Line the claws up. Yay. I just wanted to be a little bit of height. And just let that soak in. Yeah, that's better. You see what I mean about the height? It just needed to be, to break it off just here and take it that little bit higher. I'm happy with that. And I've got a flutterby that I'm just gonna put together. So let's just put some glue. There's no wings being cut off, no bodies being cut off tonight. It's just going straight on there. Straight on there. I'm definitely thinking Yeah, higher, definitely, Jean. Otherwise it was just too solid, wasn't it? So I think if we put the flutter by that side, where's my glue? So put that down the middle and on his antennae, and have it there. That's where it is, and that's where it's going to stay. Oh, what's happened? Oh, low battery. Let me swap my... Sorry if I wobbled you. My iPad's going flat now, so I've got to put the juice in that. Because I watch you all and watch all your comments, although they've just all disappeared now, on my iPad, and I record on my iPhone. Oh, come on, talk to me again. Can somebody make a comment, please? Because I can't see any comments at the moment. So we've put the butterfly in the corner there. I'm sure somebody is still there, but unfortunately I've lost you all now because I've clicked out of it. Ah, I can see comments again. It would do, Doreen. I can't wait till you all give it a go. Right, so last but not least is the sentiment. And, oh, the butterflies were from the Tatty Butterflies. And the sentiment I'm going to use is from the Rustic Verses, and it's the birthday wish. So let's get my... I don't know why the comments disappeared. They just did. Let me put the piece of paper back in. I think I need to get a new piece of paper, don't you? And put that in the corner. And all I do is put the magnets up to the edge of it, because obviously it's a small piece. And I think I was going to do birthday wishes for you. So where is my acetate? Where's it gone? Oh no. Where's my acetate gone? There it is. So, same as we've done before, line it up with the piece of acetate and close the lid. Take the acetate off, then we can stamp it in. What have we got on there? I think I'm going to stamp it in green, just be different. So putting it in the stamping platform means that if it's not, the colour isn't solid enough, that you can go in and ink it up again and do another impression. Yes, brilliant. That's done it. So let's put that over to one side. I'm going to ink the edge of this. I'm just going to use, I probably made a mistake doing that now because it's really juicy, and that is going to go all over the place. I know it is. Why do I do these things on lives? Let's get a piece of paper and blot that before it goes everywhere. Blot it and have a drink whilst I'm doing that. I think that'll have... Yeah. And you can see there that it's just given a lovely edge around the sentiment. So I'm just going to put... You're welcome, Diane. Just going to put a foam pad in the middle of there. Take the back off. Just be careful because it might still be a little bit wet. And add that up there. Oops. Is that straight? No. That is. So you can add random pearls if you like, or you can add decoration on the plant pots. I've just happened to have some hearts in my stash. You know, you have all these little bits. I think these came out of the heart sprig corners. So you could decorate your pots like that. And there we have our finished card. Oh, sorry, Jean. I have to be so precise. That's just me, darling. There you go. So just show you, I haven't stuck the hearts down yet. I may not keep them there. But you can see that the lines make nice stems. The leaves, the feathers here make leaves. Here you've got another stalk. The corners make the tree. We're using the corners as they're supposed to be used. And here we're just making the stem again with one of our normal flowers. So there we go. That is the finished card. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I look forward. Yes, it will, Doreen. Yes, it will. It'll be on the Sentimentally Yours page for 30 days, because they delete them now, don't they? But it will be on my YouTube. Yes. Yeah. So all of the gardeners out there, you could make your own little floral garden for them, couldn't you? And personalise the sentiment and the colours. You could add the border, but I think it would make it a little bit too busy. I know you're only joking, Jean. I didn't take it personally. Right, I will leave you. Yes, only a few stamps. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stamps. 2 sets of stamps to do these. This is just a little piece of clever cutting, thanks to Georgine. Keep the hearts on the pots. Yeah, I will do. It just adds a little bit of interest, doesn't it? So, yeah, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll try and come up with something just as good for next Tuesday. Remember, sneaky peeks on Monday. What's it going to be? Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy your evenings. Hope the weather gets better. And I will, if Phil's doing his live, what is it today? Thursday, I will talk to you all Thursday night. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Bye.